Hi guys! In today's lesson, you will be able to count by fives and ones on the number line as a strategy to tell time to the nearest minute on the clock. This is going to be very similar to yesterday's lesson, except today, besides counting by fives, we're also going to be counting by ones as well. Let's go ahead and take a look. In yesterday's lesson, we learned that when we tell time, we count by fives. In this case, on our number line, we're also counting by fives or skip counting by fives. We call this our interval because our scale is increasing by fives. Our interval here is 5 because our scale is increasing by fives. We also talked about plotting points on the number line. For example, if I wanted to plot a point at 35, I would plot a point right at 35 and I would label it whatever letter the directions were telling me to. In this case, I would label this point A for the example. But in today's lesson, besides counting by fives, what if I wanted to count by ones too? Think about the numbers in between 0 and 5. I'm thinking of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm thinking of 1 through 4. In this case, that's the ones that I'm going to be counting by. Look down here at the tick marks they made in between 55 and 55 and 60. In this case, it would be 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. I made 4 tick marks in between 55 and 60 to represent 56 to 59. So in this case, I'm counting by fives, but then I would also be making tick marks to represent the ones as well. Let's listen to this problem. We're going to use a number line to tell time to the nearest minute. I arrived at school this morning at 7:37 a.m. Let's find that time on our number line. Let's label 7 a.m. above our 0 and mark 8 a.m. above the 60 mark because I know that there's 60 minutes in 1 hour. So there's 8 a.m. I want to plot 7:37 on my number line. Well, in order to do that, I should count by fives up to 7:35. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. There's 7:35s. I just counted 7 fives. But in order to mark 7:37 a.m. on my number line, I'm going to have to break in between 35 and 40. I'm going to have to count by ones. So 36, 37, 38, 39, and there's 40. So now I'm going to mark 37 on my number line. There's 7:37 right there. I counted by fives up until 7:35, and then I had to count by ones to plot my point. So you do have to make your tick marks in between your two numbers. We can use a clock just like we use a number line to tell time because a clock is just a circular number line. Imagine twisting our number line into a circle. In your mind's eye, at what number do the ends of your number line connect? Yeah, you're probably thinking 12. That's where they would connect. This clock shows what time I woke up this morning, so I know we're working with a.m. Let's count by fives all around the clock to see what time I woke up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. I'm going to stop right there because my minute hand is not quite yet to the 50 mark. So now I know I have to count by ones. It's past 45, but it's not yet to 50 minutes. So I'm going to count 46. Let me get a smaller pointer. 46, 47, 48. They counted 3 more tick marks. Make it a little bit bigger. So that's 48 minutes. I woke up this morning at 5:48 a.m. And again, I counted by fives all the way around my clock. And then once I got to my last whole number by counting by fives, I counted by ones to where my minute hand was pointing to. You are now going to complete the entire problem set. You're going to complete all of this first page. So I'm going to circle number 1 and number 2. Please be sure to read these directions carefully for all of them. You're also going to do number 3 as well. I forgot to circle that. You'll then flip to the second page of the problem set and you'll do number 4 and 5. Once you finish completing the problem set, both pages with all the problems, you'll play the video again to check your answers with mine. Don't forget to hit play again to check your answers with mine. Are you ready? Go ahead and pause. Check your answers with mine. Please pause the video at this time to make sure that you have the correct time matching up on our number lines. This could be a little bit difficult, so please pause the video to check all of your answers on this page. Check your answers on the second page. Make sure that your answers check up with mine. If you need to make any corrections, feel free to pause again to correct. Once you've checked both pages of the problem set, look at the board to see what the next step is. You guys did a great job counting by fives and ones on the number line as a strategy to tell time to the nearest minute on the clock. Bye, guys.